Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Cold Fire and I will be doing a live message right now. Okay, so I really want you all to understand that these are not stories, these are not imaginary things. Mythology is supposed to, I mean, look at this. Like, I've been sitting here doing, before I hit the live button, there was no activity on my phone. And now my phone wants to tell me my account balance. It wants to send me some message regarding healthcare and insurance. This world, the old Earth matrix was built on a capitalist structure, and it's that was not the problem. That is not the problem. That's how things were always done. But uh, th- and that's how it worked out. But now it's completely it's different. And this was bound to happen in every scripture, every mythology, in every time and age on this planet. It was told to every a select few, possibly in the previous ages. Sorry, I want to close all the windows and curtains. So the previous structures of the world, the way you all had structured the world, was without divine activity, without the angelic realm being here on a permanent basis. But the angelic realm now is active here on a permanent basis, and this has been happening. I mean, angels were visitors, possibly, or they were guests, they were invited. But now, since the since Earth has ascended into the fourth density, it's permanent. Angels are here, so it's like Earth ascended into the realm where angels are always there. Now, the new Earth matrix is going to be built according to, and you are going to have to accept, you're going to have to accept their uh, ways of constructing the world. The demons cannot sustain there. Demons cannot sustain here. That is why it was instructed not to make any deals with any crossroad demons, any demonic deals, because the demons cannot can no longer sustain in human life. And if human beings continue on the demonic path. Now, when Earth was in a lower density, yes, the demons could, like, uh, you could use that. You could use them. You could use the demonic energies, but higher than the third density, and demons will face mass extinction in these energies if you carry them around. that do not glorify it by saying that, oh, if I'm carrying demons, if I'm making, I'm exposing them and then killing them. No, angels job isn't to kill demons or to exorcise demons, or they coexist. There's truth. There is they have a mutual understanding amongst themselves. If they are faced with each other and battle over a topic, they will battle each other out. But otherwise, you cannot go around and saying, like, hey, look, this is the demon, this is the human, and then angels are going to be like, okay, so what? You need protection and shielding from those demons. Sure, I can help you there. If you need if you're going to give the demons your mind, body, and soul, then you're going to need an exorcist. And for me, you no longer become a human being, you become a problem. That is what the angels are going to say. And this is the truth. So you can, angels are supposed to protect you, but if you are on the divine path, if you're on the divine path with accepting and having respect for the demonic and the angelic realm together, and knowing that you can no longer act, behave, and live your life the way you used to when earth was in a lower density. So anyone who is accepting a higher path, a more spiritual path, is the only one who's welcome. Rest are unwelcome, and you're going to find your life taking direction where it leads to uh, leads into oblivion, dignified strength. Second house, resources. What is dignified strength? Let me see. What is this part? Star codes astro oracle. That's what I'm using right now, and it's very interesting. These are qualities. These are astrologies archetypes. Amazing. These are one of the lenses. The deck is divided into four categories: lenses, celestial characters, locations, and patterns. Lenses include signs, qualities, and energetic level through which you see the world. Your lens card can explain the aperture through which you view a problem or situation and help you try on a different perspective. Celestial characters are the personalities or archetypes that express themselves in your chart. These cards can describe which archetype is activated by a question and what strengths you can call upon to take action on the guidance you receive. Okay. And then we have locations. Include the points on your astrological chart, like ascendant, descendant, and chart houses, all of which refer to locations or compartments in your life that are activated in the present moment and in need of attention. So let's say second house, resources have been activated. Yay, congratulations. Anybody waiting on resources? And the answer is this: you have dignified strength in the category of your resources. Amazing. And you've like kind of you know let's say this apple is the metaphorical apple of knowledge, right? That Eve ate, and Adam ate, and then you've hit the target, the second house of resources, right? And then the fourth one is patterns. Patterns describe the relationship between archetypes and investigate whether your situation is a passing event instigated from the outside or part of the progression of your soul's growth. This was just a little bit of reading. Let's go. I'm very excited. Chiron, the wounded healer. You need to heal. So you're getting resources to heal your wounds, and if you are the portal of knowledge, and you have been targeted. If you are the portal of resources, right, and you have been targeted and hit, like all the time. Now is a great time to heal because your dignity is your strength. You've held your dignity while being attacked all your life. Juno partnership. Amazing. Oh yes, 2023. A time for a year that was predicted to be for divine unions, twin flame union, internal as well as really highly evolved twin flames being in union with their divine counterpart as well. So that that is amazing. We have ascendant, that is entrance. I didn't know that I had missed two spots, but yes, the ascendant wants to be here on the table in the reading. Midhaven, pinnacle. I want to read a little bit about partnership. Midhaven, ascendant, I think I've covered in I've already read. Chiron, I've read. I haven't read about I haven't read about the second house resources and or dignified and strength, but I think these cards are so beautiful. The artwork is by um, Lucas Lua de Souza. So so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I'm gonna just switch this off. I don't. Well, Saturn structure. Let's see what last card we have. 11th house community. It's like the hand of glory. There are three hands here, like the angel, demon, and human. That is what the community is going to be formed of. And let me tell you, somebody is something or someone is making sounds outside. They don't want me to do this reading, and I am going to tell you with 100% assurance. When I mean they, I do not mean evil forces. I do not mean demons. I don't mean demons. I mean the human beings who are refusing to evolve. I mean they. When I mean they, I mean the human beings that are refusing to evolve. They are the ones who are projecting their need to deteriorate, be degenerative, be uh, regressive. We can see it with aging. They have told human beings have been told time and again, that after the age of 30, you can just let yourself go. And generations after generations, human beings have done that. And it's not just that. Like, I faced this in my generation as well. The people of my generation, my batch, my year, 86 and 87, I can consider my years of my generation, my batch that I consider. We look, in comparison to everyone else, we look much younger. So it's like, on an average, if there is a 40-year-old, uh no, not a 40-year-old, sorry, but there's a 20-year-old, and we are We are in our late 30s now. We are 36 and 30, 34, 35 and 36 now, 86 and 87, right? So if we're amongst 20 years old, we look like we are 20 years old because we kept working on ourselves, and we will continue to do that. But it's like everybody is upset at the fact that we are still young and vivacious. There are some people in my batch as well who haven't been able to maintain their youthfulness does not come from uh, you doing a lot of work on your skin and hair and maintenance and no diet, none of that. It comes from always keeping on moving, always keeping on doing something in the world. So these sounds and noises are going to be made by human beings who sense that, okay, now we're going to have to change. We keep changing with time by moving on. I don't mean that, oh, you were heartbroken in love, and or so you're going to move away and start a new life and go to another set of people and then do the same thing over and over again. You can stay in the same house, and it's change. It's change in the way you look at the world and the people around you, and knowing that these connections are going to be a part of your life if you are in a certain location. And but you but human beings want to stay in a state of blissful ignorance, and that is what deteriorates a human vessel. The human vessel is meant to last for roughly about 1,000 years. It is. The human body can live for 1,000 years. It's it just needs movement. It needs healing. It needs partnership. And you're given one. You cannot have like let's read a little bit about Midhaven, Pinnacle. I think there's something important written here in the book about that. This is cardinal points, right? 88, and it's 36. That's my age. The Midhaven contains clues about how your family trained you to be visible in the world, your relationship to other people's authority, and how you step into your own personal authority. It describes the future mountaintop, the pinnacle of your work in the world. The midhaven is the highest point of the chart, where the sun would be at midday. This most public, visible point of the chart acts like the flagpole on top of your personal castle. Action: inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website, look at your definition of success, and make sure it is your own, actually makes you happy, and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release these preconceptions and step into something bigger. You may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midhaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. Challenge traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. Underneath all worldly sense of ambitions is a soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. This is what I mean. Like human beings who want have a soul longing to live out its potential, they are listening to the call and they're following it. But the ones who want to um, be stuck in what their family thought of them or for them, and if it is still a back and forth between that, then it if it's going to be about family expectations, then you are, if you're living your life by saying that, this is family expectations and this is how I need to show up, like and you're refusing to change that, right? Then that is the most important issue for you right now. That is the change that you're missing out, and you're getting a lot of strength and resources um, to heal that. But if you are not taking it up, you are not going to find the real connection. You're not going to, even after having found the real connection, the real partnership, you're not going to be able to live it out in this lifetime. And then the only lesson that happens in this beautiful community now that we have of angel, demon, and human here, all three worlds are our community now. We have demons, angels, and humans. And there is literally no judgment here. There's acceptance. I'm going to read a little bit about ascendant and entrance. We need more clarity on this. 86. That's my birth year. In a natal chart, the ascendant tells a story about how you walk into this life at your birth and how you walk into any new situation. It describes the door through which you see the world and the world sees you, your filter system, and hints at your awakening consciousness. The ascendant, also known as a rising sign, describes the degree of the zodiac just coming up over the eastern horizon at the moment and place of your birth. How do you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and presumptions through which you filter your experience of reality. Really look at how privilege, trauma, or certain attributes of your history can distort the reality of the moment. Do what you can to dismantle those obstructions so you can see the whole view. Open that aperture. Conversely, look carefully at the signals you send off. Do they match your intent? Do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project onto the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. The ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be held or where you need to grow your confidence in order to feel comfortable being seen. If you're asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. Challenge: the front door is only part of the house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so. Gift: over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. This is a very important point. Over time, like this is looking at time as a spatial dimension. Like, if it's like a piece of artwork. where your footprints or energetic imprints become the artwork. If it is very ugly to look at, then it is how you have shown up. This is how your reputation is showing up. But if it is really glorious, it is. And I think a lot of people are struggling with their family's opinion about this. Let me tell you something. Um, right now, nobody has the ability to even recognize the fact that angels and demons are here and in human bodies and they're walking the earth. And it's like they were born here. They've been here since birth. This generation, there are a lot of people who were born into a human family, into a human body as star seeds, angels, in star seeds and angels. There might be a different, but there might be a combination as well. There might be archangels who, and including Archangel Michael. Everybody has fallen from grace, and they have had to get their wings back. They had to do their energy. They had to complete their energetic uh, course correction, and then that was judged, and then they got their wings back. And so, fallen angels, all of that. It's like, let's just say the divine realm and the archangelic realm, which includes the star seeds, right? Some star seeds are from the dark as well. So let's look at this as, let's split this into star seeds. these are these are the two types of star seeds, and then this is human, right? The human soul. This is the angelic star seed, the ones that come from light. And then we have this the demonic star seed that would come from the dark. Your community, your earth community, is made up of all three now, in the flesh. In the flesh, your families, anybody older than you, anybody born before 86, I would say it is. I mean, according to my experience of the matter, it is not. I'm not saying all of them. Like there are some who see it very clearly, but there are a very few of those, and it's a long shot that your parents would be one of them. If you're listening to this reading, definitely your parents have no idea about this concept. They're used to looking at a god in the sky and praying to it, and being and following the earth grid, and following the rules and regulations that um, keep the hamster wheel, powering the hamster wheel. So they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know. So heck, there are people who are, they're younger than you, around you, people who have achieved so much, even when it comes to spirituality, but they are unable to comprehend the fact that the angelic and demonic realm are not just realms somewhere out there. They're right here. The spirit realm is right here. There's spirit in everything. We have the lovers. I was gonna read about Juno and partnership, maybe towards the end. We have Gemini and Libra here, lovers and justice. There's some sort of beautiful balance that's happening. I'm sensing this is gonna be a different layout than what I do usually, so please bear with me. Yeah, on the spiritual path, our higher path. Eight of Cups. if you're not on this higher path, like if you're refusing to see, face the reality. Ego death, combination of Eight of Cups and the Death card. We have Scorpio coming up here. So yeah, ego death, dark night of the soul. So if you refuse to acknowledge that angel, they are the ones who are you. The human soul has powers, whatever powers it has, only in the third dimension, third density, because we are creatures of four dimensions, but we have no power of any in the first dimension, second dimension, not or the fourth, fifth, sixth, and above. Human souls do not have power, like as a star seed, a creature of light. I understand that if my consciousness is focused in this human body where I have reincarnated, I really have no powers beyond the 3D when it comes to my body. So human souls have refused to evolve, refused to take this path, refused to evolve their consciousness in spite of Earth, the planet Earth, having shifted into a higher density, right? They have not accepted a higher path. And that's why there's going to be a massive purge. It's going to be a massive purge of these redundant and stuck souls. Souls are energy, they're pure energy. So this energy is going to go away. It's going to be sent away to into the void, into the empty. Once something goes into the void, it is more likely that it will be deleted. There are some human souls which jumped there thinking that there is some human minds who jumped there thinking that there is some kind of solution that can be found. Mm, but no, it's like you just got detected by the void that basically deletes you. We have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. Let me keep them here. I'm going to move this. This is different. This is where we are on the twin flame journey, star seeds. Balance and harmony between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. That is the Hierophant, High Priest, and the High Priestess. You have the Empress as well here. Divine feminines, you're being asked to relax and sit back. Do not engage with these people who are refusing to change, who are refusing to accept the responsibility that they're supposed to be creative, nurturing. Um, you're done. You're done dealing with them. Completely disconnect and disassociate with them. These energies need to die. Yes, the wounded, this energy of this toxic, wounded feminine keeps showing up all the time. The underall energy is this. This is what we are deleting right now, and the divine feminine is on this. A toxic feminine is the one who is opposed to creating new life. Actual biological life. The ones who promote things that will cause difficulties, challenges, and delays in procreation, and mostly for sexual pleasures. Sexual pleasures, you using that for a sexuality to get something from us, get something materialistic, or cause disruptions in divine unions. They need to be told that it needs to be there was a need to communicate to them that they have failed this this twin flame journey is not about a partnership, sex, and, like, physical intimacy. It is not about that. If it's not being had, it's fine. It's not like it's unnecessary. It is necessary to create create new life, conceive new life, to have a love child. But this toxic, wounded feminine, what she feels is like, um, you can create a circle of spinsters. You can create a group of people. This is an energy, and whoever is falling prey to it, even in this phase, is a toxic feminine. Whoever is forcing the divine counterparts into life situations where they're unable to speak with their divine counterpart, because now they're completely obsessed with the same gender, and that is the only way they can, not for sexuality, but that's how they have made this toxic feminines have made the grid around. That is what they have done. This toxic feminine energy has laid a final trap attempt in front of divine counterparts, where they'll be stuck with people of the same gender. There is something to deal with it, but not for divine feminine counterparts. There is something for the divine masculine counterparts to do in that department. But I'm going to get the other tarot cards. I really like tarot cards. I think tarot cards are my best friends now. I would really like other star seeds as friends. I till human souls are the well till this is done. So I'm gonna, like, push this here a little bit. Till human uh, so the human souls which are refusing to, they're just sitting there and brooding about, oh yes, and they're just sitting and talking and romanticizing about the fact that they need to be on a higher path, right? Oh yes, spirituality, yes, i'm I'm on the ascension journey. and all of that. Like, I have all these ways that I am practicing spirituality. All of those methods are you just just like it's like the dentist giving you a lollipop after cleaning your teeth. Well, so they won't get up off their butts and take a decision. That's why the opportunities they're gonna lose. This one cup has flown up. In a way, all of these three are empty and deactivated, so they're not like there's no communication from the angelic realm. And let's say, like, if you are on if you're a star seed of any kind, of light or of the dark, you will hear all this information. You will be getting your codes. You will be getting your codes constantly. You'll be getting downloads. And then these human souls who just want to sit on their ass and wait for them to, like, tell you those codes, will, like, try to call you into their zone, let make you sit there, listen to what you're saying. But they will not understand. They will not understand beyond the point that you have found your divine counterpart. You have chosen your divine counterpart. They're just interested in knowing that, will you stop being around this person? Can they break you up so that you get disturbed and distraught, and then just start talking to them, confiding in them, telling them your woes and worries, and through that they think that they can get some kind of information. Like, once they get you talking, you'll keep talking. And even if you do keep talking, they are not going to get anything. They're not going to understand squat. But if but if you are actually with a really woke human being, human soul, actually the one who actually the shunned society and its structures, and realize that they have never been able to capitalize this because they see it from a higher perspective, from a higher dimension. That's why they were never a part of this game. And the ones who walked away from this after observing it for a while, and they continue to live their life. You don't even need to speak to such human souls. You don't even need to speak to such human souls. They understand, Yola. We are all telepathically connected. We are communicating telepathically. Like, the lights, the the star seeds, the light and the dark, and the human souls, the awakened human soul. We're communicating over time, over across dimensions, across realities, and all of that telepathically all the time. And we don't even know the faces, names, etc. Nothing. We might get a glimpse of them here and there, and we might even meet them in our reality, but there is no pitch. And if you try and explain this phenomena to all the human beings who are refusing to get off their butts and hoping that we would do all the hard work, you talk to them, it's like, what do you mean you can't? Like, they will react in such a way, like, as if you, they feel that they can trap you, is what I'm saying. But it's because it's like they jumped into the void along with uh, the the star seed, and it's like the star seeds who were going to purgatory, to the void, to other dimensions like hell, etc., higher dimensional souls, all of that. These people just, like, probably sat on the star seeds energy field, like, latched onto it. And the star seeds this time, them, like, just towards the end of 2022, we were like, we're gonna carry you, and then it's purgatory, the leviathans will decide, the void, the the creature of the void will decide, hell, the rulers of hell, the people of hell will decide what's to be done with you. And or if you're in heaven, the angels, the seraphim will decide what's to be done with you. So just because you are around us and you latch onto your energy doesn't mean that you will not face the consequences of your choices and decisions, right? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the lovers here. Yeah, let's get some rider weight. Rider weight is always like really clear in its. There is some structure. There is a structure. This is now. This structure is going to be made from having star seeds and human beings. Humanity is going to be considered, but it's going, it's part of three. There's only one part, and there's two parts more. The star seed, whether it be light or dark, they prefer the divine order. They prefer divine order. They do not like anything that steps out of divine order, whether it be an angel or a demon, whether it be a creature of the dark, whether it be a creature of the light, whether it be a creature of negative polarity or positive polarity, whether it be a creature of the low of the underworld, or whether it be a creature of heaven. It doesn't matter. They they all want divine orders. They want a divine structure. All the three realms, heaven, earth, and hell, all have a dignified strength in the structure of matter, of in a structure that is divinely ordered here. There is divine order in things in the structure. Human beings and even human beings, and now the number of it is so large beyond comprehension. It's like all of them wanted an easy way out. So they were using angels, they were using demons, they were using other human beings who do not have these resources. It all became about resources, and who gets to sit there with resources without doing anything ever. And if you're not going to get, if the hope of losing resources gets lost, then they start destroying everybody's peace of mind, their partnerships, and attacking their resources and screaming and shouting. 10 of wands, ending of this, like listening, like putting a barrier in between, blocking it out, blocking everything out. Angels are not listening, demons are not listening to any they're not listening to human beings, because apparently humans will, awakened or not, they do not know anything about structure. They're moving forward with divine orders. That's what they're doing. They're moving forward with divine orders. Yes, union, twin flame union. They use they're going ahead with divine orders. They're securing divine unions. They are also on the same path, twin flame path, angels and demons. Yeah, like if you're on a spiritual path, if you're following divine orders, you are on the twin flame journey. Whoever you might be, whatever kind of soul you might be. Now, like these soul, the It's like it's like the ones who have lost the focus of working on divine orders. They are one category who will have no say. The reason why humanity is not included in this. I'm just listing the reasons why humanity is not included in this structure building, even now, even when Earth has gone up into the fourth density, is because first, refusing to acknowledge divine order, refusing to listen to divine order because that is difficult. It is easy to make it is easy to focus on material aspects of things because those arrangements are easy. You go, you chat people up, you talk nonsense, you try and trap a high powered soul for some time, draw on their energy, listen to their ideas, the words that they use, the way they speak, their actions, the behaviors, like and mimic it and get by, impress other people, and then you get money, right? All of this was happening, but it's all fake, right? So humanity has faked it for far too long. That's why humanity is not included. Human souls are not included of any kind. They are being urged to just whichever place they find themselves in the void, ready to be deleted, in heaven, ready to be locked up, in hell, ready to be locked up. Anything but their humanity has lost its chance to participate. For some, they will be here on Earth. They will be doing their own thing. Star seeds will see. They will meet them. Yes, they will be. They are on their higher path. Like they are on their higher path. The Eight of Cups has come back again. Like those human beings, they do not want any control. They do not want to be a part of the structure building, is because they realize that they are on the spiritual journey, which is going to require uh, a lot of focus and determination. They're going to have to cleanse their ears, inner eye, inner throat, the chakras, and all of that. They're going to have to really, really clear that because they are now seeing that they are not no longer included in anything to do with the world structure. They're willing to do this, and let me tell you something. I have just been on the elimination list recently, and I know, not this human, not this human, not this human, not this human, not this human. No, they are not. They are sitting there and they're trying to hold on to the old world structures and resources. Okay, the Lover's card. Like, what am I telling you? The twin flame path is of a spiritual nature. It requires you to move into the zone of spirituality, not drag twin flames, star seeds, or human into materialistic ways, into small-minded, petty. This is the Four of Pentacles showing up here as well. We can't be put in a box. If you're going to give us a box to contain this entire message that you see here, these are geometrical shapes. There are lots of geometrical shapes. So that box, the structure itself is only third dimensional, right? A box. So these higher dimensional structures do not fit in that box. You can fit in the box, like people who aren't on the spiritual path can fit themselves in a box, and you can include others to fit there who are not on the spiritual path. The people who are on the spiritual path, the any soul that's on a spiritual path requires to be moving, so sitting inside a box is unsuitable. The structure of a soul on a spiritual path, the life structure, the structure of resources cannot be fit in one definition of the third dimension. It includes the fourth, fifth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and etc. Source, in all encompassing, holding the string as well as the object, the quantum state as well as the uh, classical mechanics, right? A large chunk of human souls have missed the opportunity to go on a spiritual path. There are select few that are there on that chosen path. That is what I'm getting again and again and again and again. But the thing is, the amount of people who have refused to go on the spiritual path and journey still exists even after Earth has ascended into the fourth density. Earth is no longer in the 3D. It is in the fourth. It's graduated into that. Let's see more. If you can get more, what is happening? Uh, okay, we have the 10 of swords. We have two tens here. So we have 10 here, 10 here. Uh, Here it's like boundaries, building boundaries, blocking it out, blocking all the souls that refuse to go on the spiritual path. Acknowledge that this is a spiritual world. Even the material world, it houses spirits. It's just that they are refusing to acknowledge that, right? Such entities, such souls, such minds will be blocked for good. And there is a brutal dramatic ending to the material world structures. Um, the knights, at the Knight of
It's
Cups.
1 o'clock.
So this there is an entity that's going around. All the four knights I have recognized are coming with energy. This is a new energy, a new set of spirit guides. So the Knight of Pentacles was the Ghoul Prince. The Ghoul Prince. I can look it up. Dreams. And I had gotten dreams along with that. So I think the Knight of Cups is one of the new princess from the dreaming. This is a new set of dreams that we've never had in the dreamscape, in the dream world. Like the Ghoul Prince, we had never had that energy in the form of the knight or the prince. And we haven't had so the so this is a different kind of prince of dreams, right? This is a different kind of Prince Charming. Earlier we had the idea of Prince Charming in fairy tales because the princess wanted an easy way out, somebody to rescue her, somebody to give her a new life, or breathe life into her, to basically to rescue her and just automatically take her to this world of like abundant resources. But this knight here, the knight in shining armor, the knight of dreams, the dream prince is coming in to destroy that wounded toxic feminine energy. The Ghoul Prince is coming by to end and the materialistic, the gold diggers, the hogs, the ones who want to hog resources, the ghoul prince is coming in to destroy that. But okay, we have the Knight of Cups here, so I'm being told to say that, honestly, it's one and the same thing. But let's just say we bifurcate those two things. It's happening. This clearing is happening in the subconscious. Okay. Yes. The clearing is happening in the subconscious. We have the devil card here. Yeah. Um, like the devil can no longer have a hold on this. And neither does it want to. It also wants a fresh, brand new beginning. We have the Knight of Swords here. Uh, this hasn't been assigned a prince name yet. I mean, I haven't got the guidance. This is also coming up quite a bit. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough who this is. Maybe the exorcist. This could be John or Joanna Constantine. Talking about death and dying and ending and purging, purgatory. This could be the Leviathan prince. This could definitely be the Knight of Swords. Could be the Leviathan prince. I started watching the series Supernatural all over again because um, I wanted to watch the Leviathan part. I think that's season 7 and 8. Very clever show. Very clever and detailed show. I mean, I no longer feel any remorse or sorrow for all the human beings who are missing out on this, who are missing out on this fabulous new phase. It's like they want to be batteries for artificial intelligence or something that is outside of themselves. They want to be batteries for the simulation as well as the AIX. Like for the machines as well as the angels and demons. They want to be fodder. They just want to be fodder. They love the illusion. They love the box of the illusion. They really love the being somebody's um, meat suit, but they hate being around angels. They don't want to be the meat suit for angels because it is unsustainable. That path, that this journey is unsustainable. They want to fake the twin flame journey. They want the 7 of Cups talking about faking it, faking the twin flame journey. Okay, two groups. It's been split into two groups: people who understand and people who don't understand. human souls who understand, who don't understand, but they are part of the same box. The new Earth matrix is going to come about, and then once it is settled in, these two cards were turned over. Once it's settled in, you will get your directions. You will get your directions. Yes, you are still taking the easier way out. You are the woke humans are still taking the easier way out. You're waiting for instructions from, yeah, and you're going to be getting instructions from the underworld, the more intense realms, or hell, if you might, yeah, from the dark entities, from the dark entities. Um, they're going to teach you about light. They're going to teach you about light. Humanity, the dark entities are going to teach you about light. So there, with woke human beings also, the ones who have accepted that their ways were in in conflict to divine order and have straightened up, they have also really wasted their time, and they've self sabotaged their opportunities in this lifetime because they've been under the illusion that everything will be magically fixed like that overnight. No, no, no. You are under a false impression of that. You are going to get orders, and you're going to get orders from dark entities. And they are going to make you hunt for that knowledge. They're not going to just hand it to you like the spirit guides of light do, the creatures of light do. They will just give you that knowledge. That arrangement has been shut off. That connection, humanity has lost that connection with light. They're going to have to find it on their own. Okay. Anything else? There is a new beginning, like a brand new beginning here. Visions of the future are coming through, but it's like not yet, not time yet. It's still not time yet. It's something of that sort because we are too young, or not too young. We've just recently had a rebirth. The star seeds, all of us. It's not like we don't know what the entire future is, but right now is it's still we're still too young. Like we require we need to grow up, and star seeds generally grow up faster. So it's going to be sooner than you think that you are going to be ready to execute this new future in your own life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Yeah, there is new instructions coming through here as well. But these are all going to be coming to you on your own. Nobody's going to be telling you what to do. You're there is independence here because there is union. There is union, absolute union. There's we have the daughter of wands. That is the page of wands here, and look, the lovers, autonomy, autonomy, freedom, independence, a place of dignified, of of place of dignified strength. This is like the portal that is opening for twin flame divine counterparts, people who have acknowledged their counterparts in every aspect of existence itself. Um, they live in their own pocket dimension now, but they are still very small. They're still very divine counterparts right now have had a rebirth and they are still very young, very young. So a level of maturity needs to be reached. And for that, you need to live a little longer as a bachelor in the physical. And then let me get a timing card. The twin flame divine counterparts, human or not, whatever, like people who have reached that place of divine counterpartship, are not included in this. The humans I was talking about. If you reach the divine counterpartship and an understanding of it, then you are not included in this side of stuff. So you might have been a human being, and then your soul, you have had DNA code upgrades, and then you have become a star seed now. And most possibly, your divine counterpart is a star seed of the light or the dark, doesn't matter. Or you all are both star seeds, the light and the dark. One of the light and one of the dark. That don't really matter because all of the hard work that you've put in so far has given you higher light codes of DNA upgrades. You've taken in all of that. You've lived your life through all of that, and now your structure, your soul structure, has changed completely. It is completely different. You knew this was going to happen, but you don't know how it's going to play out. For that, you need to grow from a baby to a from a baby to a child who's ready to learn. It's time. It's time. It's happening in divine timing. But the energy of the All Father, the energy of the All Father is guiding you. Let's see if anything else comes out. Otherwise, we'll move to the fairy oracle, and then I wanted to read what community for you. I read Midhaven ascendant? Yes, partnership. Yeah, okay. There is some kind of sorrow and disappointment. Yeah, well, you are going to be sorry. You're going to be feeling sorry. Like, all of the friends that you thought, all of the choices that you thought you had, all of the company that you thought you had wished for, it to be like a collective, a community thing. The collective rises and moves forward. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That not happen at all. And that's fine. You're allowed to be sad about it. We are allowed to be sad about it. Okay. There it's happening again. Like these cards, a bunch of cards I got left behind. We have the seven of wands here. The dark entities showing humanity what teaching humanity what light is about. It does not mean humanity is going to get included in any of the worldly matters now. You're not gonna have to sit there and get schooled about the light by demons in hell and purgatory, possibly. Um, Even the new initiates on the twin flame journey, the new initiates will have to sit in the dark, dingy cellars and learn about light, learn about infinite existence. You have the infinity symbol here, and how chaos and cosmos work together. And that's how the world is built. That's how the structure is of the world, the light and the dark together, the light sun and the dark sun, the son of the day, Amun Ra, and the son of the night, Amun Day, are one and the same thing, but in two different realms. So we have angels in heaven, we have earth angels on earth, we have hell's angels in hell. And all three are the same angel. So the archangel Lucifer has a name, Archangel Lucifer in hell, in heaven. I'm not gonna say it because then everybody's gonna start screaming what his name is. And on earth, he has a name there as well. And I'm gonna say that name because then everybody starts screaming again. So yeah, it's all the same thing. But that energy has got to exist in all the same thing at the source. But that energy's got to exist in different realms. And heaven, earth, and hell are not the only realms. There are many, many different realms. There is infinite realms. There's infinite realities and parallel universes and parallel realities, right? So in all of them, everything is different. But if we split it into three general categories, heaven, earth, and hell, right? In various iterations and various other pocket realms, all of that in those pocket realms, only one part of that energy will go through. So there is a sort of freedom knowing that a higher powers, there's a higher structure at play here, right? There's a freedom, there's a success in bringing about this knowledge, whoever it might be, entities of the light or the dark or human. But there is a disappointment in humanity right now, and humanity is refusing to see that everybody else is very disappointed with human beings. Their deceptive nature, especially the divine feminine, is the Seven of Swords. We had a Seven of Swords series. Okay, I take my words back. Divine masculine and the divine feminines are disappointed in humanity. They have realized that they will stab the divine as well. Humanity is always holding on to this weapon, ready to stab, ready to backstab and betray. And they get this weapon from from the source, from the source of what they want to use it against. So let's just say this angel gave them this weapon to protect them, human beings. They will not use it to protect it. They will wait for the opportunity where they can stab this angel with that weapon so that they can claim this weapon for themselves and say, hey, look, I have the shiny trinket that is a weapon from an angel. This is the human mind. And the collective of humanity has chosen this. They have chosen to be false friends. They have chosen to fake spirituality. They have chosen to fake divinity. And this is what they've done. They've split divine counterparts. They split divine counterparts. They took they took something from each. They took love, unconditional love, from the divine feminine counterparts and the divine masculine counterparts, and they created a weapon out of it, an an energy weapon out of it. And now the energies are coming together and charging towards this weapon energetically very fast, and claiming the power back either by destroying the weapon altogether, the energy weapon altogether, or does anybody want me to answer what that or is? You either destroy the weapon or you destroy the thing that is going to use the weapon. Divine orders have always been there. Destroy the thing that creates such a weapon. That is always the first option. That is always the first option, or that is the first instruction. That is the first thing that is asked of angels and archangels. You can read it, you can look it up. Apocalypse has always been about that, and we are in the middle of apocalypse, getting ready for war. What did I say? The Leviathan Prince, right? I'm gonna get to season 7 soon, hopefully, of Supernatural. I'm just starting on season 3 now, restarting. I've watched it many times, but not the ones with the Leviathans. I've just only ever watched it once. Every time I've watched Supernatural, I basically skipped it over. But this time I'm gonna watch it. So the Knight of Swords is the Leviathan Prince. The Knight of Pentacles is the Ghoul Prince. Um, the Knight of Cups is the Dream Prince. Who's left? Knight of Wands. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. I'll figure it out after some time. The key. Okay, there might be sadness and regret because this is the only answer that is left for star seeds. We have stars here. 6 of Cups, a 5 of Cups. There's only one cup, there's only one key. An 8 of Pentacles. Something that we have crafted. The Divine Feminine. 3-3. Here. Oh God. It's like the weapon is it's the key. The weapon is the key. It's like the key to these realms. It I'm getting a feeling that the divine counterparts feel that humanity has figured out how to replicate the key to their realm. So one set of divine counterparts, like the divine masculine and divine feminine counterpart, feels that they have figured out one key, one part of the key, which was the divine feminine aspect, and they're going to use it to break into the realm, and that is disappointing. That is disappointing. There is some regret here. There's some mistakes that the counterparts have made. That is what they are feeling, but like I said, like human beings, like how are they even going to find the door? It's like they're muggles. They don't see diagonally entrance. They can't see it. Oh, okay. Seven of Pentacles. You have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, and you always see me shuffling like all throughout. There's the dog, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Hearts, number 18. Yeah, well, the stray dogs also are connected with each other, especially like we are used to thinking that that these are the street dogs for from this street, but if you what I have observed in these last 10 years with the street dogs in my city and all the places that I've visited across India, like the dogs know each other, all of them. So all of the dogs in my entire city like communicate with each other, especially the strays and the pet dogs. Like the stray dogs miss the dog that becomes somebody's pet, or they kind of scold pet dogs who were never street dogs before, and they're like like it's like they call them like traitors. They're not doing work on the street, like they're not hanging out on the street. Their life is only about food and I don't know, luxuries. Anyway, so all I wanted to say that they're connected and they get information from this from water. They're getting information from water. So the rock has a face here. You can see a elephant trunk coming in. This rock is shaped like an elephant. It's also shrunken. All the rocks have faces here. They can communicate with spirit. Dogs can communicate with spirit, and how they do it is they use water. It's like the ghoul prince is coming for these toxic feminines, the ones who are crying out for help all the time, constantly. And once that exorcism happens, that's when you will feel more secure. You see what these people, these intruders, who have who think that they have one part of the key, or if the divine counterparts think that they have a key to their realm, part of the key. There are always two keys, right? That they're two divine counterparts. They have only one. They have a physical key, possibly. All right, a key that looks like a physical key, which it could be a spell, an incantation that they have formed, right? But what they don't know, second half of the key is made up of. It's a weapon. It is actually a weapon, and they think that they have the weapon as well. So they think they have the key, and they think they have the weapon as well. But what the weapon includes is actually it's an exorcism. It's an exorcism of thought forms. There's not just demonic exorcism. A mentalist will remove uh, will identify demonic thought forms. This is just a mental phenomenon. They will identify demonic thought forms and remove it. So if a human mind is only filled with evil thought forms such as I'm going to replicate the key, I'm going to continuously be intruding on divine counterparts and their journey in every way, shape, or form through my words, the words that I'm speaking constantly to them. The second half of the key will include exorcising these thought forms out of the human being that they're there. So if you're made of completely of those thought forms, then it just becomes easy for the divine counterparts to identify you and direct the ghoul prince there to you, and then you just become a ghost of a person. And they'll the divine counterparts will speak whatever it is needed to lay you to rest completely. This is the grim war of the divine souls, the divine counterparts. You may have the key, you may have the weapon, but you don't. The book, the actual book, is encoded in our DNA. It's a DNA structure, and is exclusive. It's exclusive. The grim war between divine counterparts, the one pair, divine feminine, and her divine masculine counterpart. This is pair one, and there might be several other pairs. All of them have that code of honor, a grimoire, a spell book, a code book that is constantly being written, rewritten amongst each other. It's quantum entanglement and it's gravity. It's all the forces of nature, and that's how it's being created. It's not just about words, it is their counterpartship, it is their connection, it is their constant connection with each other. That's how this grimoire is grammar, the syntax and grammar is being written off the key, which includes debt to the intruders, the people who are, what was he again? Leviathan, yes. Purgatory, we have the Leviathan Prince, that's the King of Swords, and we have the Death card here. That's Purgatory, and it's kind of the end of this toxic, wounded feminine energy. That's gonna go away. First the gold digger, and then what was it? The damsel in distress, yeah. I think the damsel in distress already done. The gold digger is next. I'm being asked to end the reading here. I will see you soon in the next one. And if you want to have one last look at all the cards in a really good angle. Bye.